Welcome to another exciting time in the logs. I trust that you haven't forgotten what you learned previously. In this lesson, we shall be going over how to use the logarithm and anti-logarithm tables. But we shall be focusing on numbers less than 1. Before we begin, what is the first thing to do when looking for the logarithm of a number? If you said express the number in standard form, then you are correct. Now, after that, what do we do next? If you said check the first two significant numbers under the third one, then you are really brilliant. The last step is to check under the fourth significant number in the difference section and add it to the previous value we got. I hope you remember that. Now, let's take an example. Find the logarithm of 0.006923. I'm sure you can still remember how to express numbers in standard form. So tell me, what is 0.006923 in standard form? Did you say 6.923 times 10 raised to the power of minus 3? If so, you are right. This means that the characteristic of our logarithm is bar 3. Now, let's find the mantissa. The significant figures in our question are 6, 9, 2, 3. So, we are going to look for 69 under 2 and add the difference of 3. Let's scroll down the x column to 69. Then, we move on that row and stop under 2. You can see that we have 8401. Then we continue moving on that same row to the difference section and stop under 3. You can see that we have 2 there. So we are going to add 2 to 8401 to get 8403. This will be the mantissa of our answer. So the logarithm of 0.006923 will be bar 3.8403. Let's see how to use the anti-logarithm table. Find the anti-logarithm of 4.7514. Recall that in logarithm, the whole number is the characteristic while the decimal is the mantissa. So in anti-logarithm, what we will be looking for in the table is the mantissa, while the characteristic is simply to let us know the number and direction of decimal places. Now, in our example, the mantissa is 7514. So we are going to look for 0.75 under the x column. Then we trace along that row and stop under 1. You can see that we have 5636. Then we continue moving on the same row to the difference section and stop under 4. You can see that we have a value of 5. So we are going to add 5 to 5636 to get 5641. Finally, we are going to use our characteristic, which is 4, to determine the position of the decimal. This means that we are going to move the decimal 4 places to the right from the right of the first significant number, which is 5. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4. You can see that after 1, the point moves another step, so we'll add 0 to it to give us 56,410. This means that the anti-logarithm of 4.7514 is 56,410. It's as simple as that. In summary, we have reviewed the use of logarithm and anti-logarithm tables. However, one thing you mustn't forget when doing anti-log is that the characteristic determines the position and direction of the point. In other words, if the characteristic is positive, then we count it to the right, while if it is negative, we count it to the left. Don't forget that.